Scotty, leads off.
Yeah, Justin, I just wanted to get your thoughts on you guys' defense, I guess particularly on the interior. I think Lipscomb was 7 of 29 at the rim tonight. That's getting it done, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, one of the keys to the game was containing Asadullah and not really letting him go to work down there. And, you know, we work on our interior defense a lot. You know, sometimes if we're going to play smaller lineups, we're going to have to, you know, not give away points at the rim. So, you know, walling up and staying vertical is something that we go over every day in practice.
Curtis.
Hey, Justin, you talked about the defense. You guys scored 86 points tonight, 50% from the field. Do you think this is maybe one of the more complete games you guys have put together as a team? And then how important do you think that is to have a game like that before you get your first test on the road?
Yeah, I'd say that definitely this was a very good showing. You know, as you know, we have a lot of new faces, you know, getting used to each other. And now that we're a couple games in, we're kind of, I'd say, settling into our groove and really getting started, you know, kind of figuring each other out. Obviously we got to know each other playing in practice and stuff like that, but I mean, there's nothing like a game. So, I mean, we can definitely use this game to build on going forward.
Bob.
Hey, Justin, I assume you guys probably watched the Cincinnati game, and these guys were leading at Cincinnati by 9 with 11 minutes to play and just kind of ran out of gas. But you guys jump on them 22-2. I mean, how good does it feel to really beat up on what, you know, a pretty good mid-major team like this?
I mean, we were just going out there trying to execute the game plan. I mean, our coaches prepared us really, really well, and we were ready. We had watched that Cincinnati game on film, and we kind of were, you know, aware of, you know, what they like to do, and we were able to exploit some of their defensive tendencies. So I think it was just a really good execution of the game plan for the first, you know, 8 minutes of the game.
And then I think 11 guys scored. How good was it just to kind of see everybody get involved like that?
I mean, it's always a good feeling to see everybody get in and get some shots, get some points, because I mean, it makes everybody feel good. You know what I mean? Just, you know, being able to get in there, get a couple buckets, it kind of settles everything down. So, you know, as we move forward in the season, you know, we can, depending on lineups and stuff like that, people are willing and able to come in and are comfortable enough to get a basket right away or to help us if we need it.
I got a couple more, but I'll turn it back to Mike.
Jackson. Bob, follow up.
Okay, I'll keep going. You know me. Hey, how good was it to see Vance bounce back? You know, he had a couple rough games. I guess he'd been ill a little bit, and he had a good game. You know, didn't hit the threes a lot, but he was attacking the basket pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have, you know, to get him going a little bit, because we're going to need him down the stretch, especially his offensive abilities, you know, shooting three. And I mean, every season there's ups and downs, but you know, it's good to see him bounce back and, you know, see him get into a little bit of a rhythm offensively.
And what'd you think of Moses' game? Another nice game by the freshman.
Yeah, he's just really letting the game come to him. He's not really trying to force anything, and you know, he's playing really, really well. I mean, he's knocking down shots, he's getting to the basket, he's making his free throws. So I mean, just if he's able to continue to do that, he's gonna help us for sure.
I got one more if I could. You guys obviously haven't had big crowds here because of the virus, but Tulsa's not allowing fans at all. So it's going to be pretty dead in there. What do you think that's going to be like? And I don't know, have you ever played in, I don't know, AU ball or anything like with no fans? Or what? How are you guys going to handle that, do you think?
Well, we're going to have to bring our own energy. I mean, I've played in a couple like the secret scrimmages with no fans, but really the key with that is the bench has to bring your own energy and the players have to bring their own energy. So, I mean, we can't rely on a crowd to, you know, to get us going, to get us hyped. So I think that's kind of going to be a theme of this entire season is how do we bring our own energy? Because although that we are lucky enough to have a great crowd that's able to come into Bud Walton, but there's going to be other places that isn't going to have crowds. So if we're able to just bring our own energy every single night, that'll be very good for us.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, guys.